Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel, the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with your money career reading for the week of May 10th through 16th. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers and to the channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right. Happy Friday, almost to the middle of May already. And also this weekend is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of you lucky stars. Oh, what a beautiful time. All right, I do hope that you have the most wonderful, amazing, restful, relaxing, and or adventurous and fun-filled, love-filled weekend. Whatever it is that you are ready for, I do hope that you have exactly that and more this weekend, okay? Let's see what the overall energy for this money career reading is. All right, so your overall energy is closed doors, no good opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. Start all over again. Wow. So for some of you, there may be a door closing as that overall energy, okay? There may be something that's coming to an end. This feels very much like kind of death energy or Wheel of Fortune, kind of, that kind of energy where something is coming to an end, okay? There's a door that's closing, but the beautiful thing is that there is that potential for when one door closes, several other doors open. So some of you are on the verge this week as far as money and career go of starting all over again. For some of you, there is that potential that there is a job that is closing or coming to an end. Maybe you were kind of freelance, or maybe you were hired for a specific project, or potentially your position, your current position is being downsized, whatever it may be. Remember that there can be silver linings. No good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. So this is a time for a fresh start, okay? A clean slate, if you will, which can be the most amazing type of energy, okay? This just because one door closes or what have you, sometimes it propels you into a new spot, a new place, a new position, maybe even somewhere that you didn't think you even were qualified for, or that you could potentially even take up a position in or even do, okay? For some of you, this is coming through, that this new or fresh start kind of clean slate energy is going to be a potential shock. And I don't mean to spoil it for you or whatever, but yeah, it's for some of you or for many of you, it's actually going to be the best thing that ever happened for you, okay? Your key element to consider is the King of Air or the King of Swords. So you have the knowledge, okay? You have respect. Your name has been out there in one way or another, okay? So there is that energy. You're objective, you're logical, you kind of, how to do what you know how to do. So that is actually going to be something for you to think about during this time, or during this almost transition, okay? Or this starting over again kind of energy. Just again, because that door closed, some of you are going to get into your head, okay? And again, this is the key element for you to consider. Some of you are going to get into your head, but here's the thing. Get into your head not about how this is a potential loss, or how, there's nothing out there for you. For some of you, it's the perfect opportunity for you to create something for you, okay? But we get into our heads and we say all these things, or we come up with all these scenarios or all these reasons of why this happened, or why this didn't work out, or why nothing works out, or why, that sort of thing. And instead, this is coming through with a key element for you to consider, to get into your head about all the benefits, right? Use that knowledge, use the wisdom, use the experience, get clarity, Okay, be objective, use that logic and be like, okay, you know what? I have this and this and this. I've done this and this and this. I know these resources here. I know these people. I can network there. I can do this or I can do that. Whatever it may be, okay, to turn this around and for the doors to open. Because again, when some doors close or one door closes, many other doors have that potential to open, okay? The challenge, let's see, what is the challenge? Whew. Your challenge coming through is the Four of Air, meditation, recuperation, contemplation. So some of you within this may take a step back and actually stay there for a short amount of time. You might get into a place of over contemplation or kind of almost even running in circles in your mind, okay? Because this is still the sword's energy, right? You as a challenge, some of you may feel like you are, you know, I'm just going to take a step back for a minute. I got a little bit in savings, or I got this little nest egg, or I got this that I can do, what have you. And you actually, as a challenge, may find yourself, instead of just taking a little bit of time to kind of take a break or contemplate or figure out what your next step is, as a challenge, you might find yourself getting into a space of almost a depressed energy over this. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, keep an eye out for that, because you know this it can happen in the blink of an eye, sneak right in before we even realize that this is what's happening. Okay, so really pay attention. And you know, if this is somebody within like a relationship, right, or somebody that you know that's actually going through something like this as well, maybe be buddies. Okay, and or also this is coming through as a reminder, if you're a cross watcher or what have you, to check in on your friends, your family members, your buddies that might be in this situation, in this position, to make sure that they are not, right, kind of falling into a space of, right, they may be contemplating, they may be taking up like meditation, what have you, working to kind of get in alignment or ground. And sometimes, okay, they can think that they're recuperating or healing or kind of working through or figuring out or whatever. And so check in on those people if you're a cross watcher, or if this isn't actually your specific energy, okay, because that can come up as a challenge. Now let's see the blessing. The blessing, this is coming through here. Oh, Aquarius, as kind of what you need to focus on as the blessing: release, endings, transformation, freedom. You see, that is coming through with that energy. And I'm pretty sure we talked about this at the very beginning when I said this, almost like the death card, and that's exactly what this is. Okay, it's release in this deck, but that is number 13. That is the death card. Okay, so this is an ending that is happening as a blessing to create this transformation and freedom. Okay, you might not see it now. I'm pretty sure it's not always easy, but look at, you see that behind that door is almost that fiery energy, and here you've got that phoenix rising, or what I assume is the phoenix rising. Okay. And we talked about that. That's just confirmation. Okay, it's just confirmation. It's happening so that you can have this transformation, so you can move into that space of freedom. This is a blessing. It's happening as a blessing. Whew. It doesn't always feel that way. I understand that. I definitely get that. But this is, yeah, this is happening as a blessing. Okay, so that you can have that release, so that you can move out of this one stage that some of you, it feels like some of you have been in this stage for, I mean, number 13 here, okay? Potentially 13 years. Oh my gosh, some of you have. Sometimes we get into jobs or positions or what have you, and we can hold on to them for our whole life, or we can feel as if we aren't, you know, able to do anything else, or it's the only resources we have, or the only skills we have, or the only experience we have, or the only knowledge that we have, and we can hold on and hold on and hold on. And sometimes doors close, jobs come to an end, we need to start all over again. And in that space, in that place, this is spirit coming through, like, you know what, it's time, Aquarius, it's time to do something else. It's time to move into this space of release, into transformation, into freedom. Okay, so why this is happening for some of you, it's because it's time for you to go back and focus on yourself. Okay, and for some of you, this is why you need to focus on yourself. This is why you need to move back into a state of, because some of you have really given a lot of yourself away. You've had this energy of really giving so much to the job, or so many, some of you became workaholics, or have been, right, or have, you know, traded off. So this is happening as a blessing. Okay, this is happening as a blessing. Now what you don't see coming, let's see what you don't see coming. Did not. Oh, that's interesting. I thought one had flipped over. It felt very much like that, but it hadn't. What you don't see coming is the Two of Air. So indecision, avoidance, confusion. Okay. Now, we talked about that a little bit here. Okay. We talked about that a little bit here. This is why, again, you need to focus on yourself, because, again, you might fall into that. So you need to be ready for that as the challenge. And for some of you, there's going to be an energy of confusion, of avoidance, of, you know, indecision, almost being at a crossroads. Okay, you may feel as if, you know, this isn't really that blessing in disguise, or it's not happening for your highest good. But this is why you need to focus on yourself right now, why you need to allow yourself to actually heal and actually see it as the positive that it is. Okay, because this could be a shock to your nervous system. It could be a shock to you, for sure. I mean, for anybody. But this is why you need to focus on yourself, and really, this is happening for your highest good. Okay, so you don't see it coming, that potential for indecision, that potential for avoidance, that potential for confusion. And for some of you, this hasn't happened just yet. It's right potentially around the corner, and that is what is may just be showing up. And again, you might slip into that depression, but it's happening for you. This ending, right, I called it at the beginning. This ending is happening for you to have that transformation, for you to move, have a transition, for you to have freedom. Okay, when the big C was happening, right? Many of us thought that that was going to be just the end of things. All right, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. But what happened in the space of it was that many of us realized that there were other ways that things could be done. Okay, so there was, you know, school, much of school went online. A lot of meetings and business and work went online. Okay, there were different potentials, there were different avenues, there were different perspectives that could be, there were different doors that were opened that never would have been, okay, if it hadn't been for that. So, I mean, yeah, this may shock you, and in fact, this will shock you, I'm sure. But again, this is happening so that you can have this new beginning, this fresh start. Okay. Whew. All right. Let's see. An action recommended. That is way too many cards. So let's try that again, Spirit. Action recommended. What is the recommended action? What is the recommended action for Aquarius within this money career? The Moon. Okay, number 18. You got intuition, illusion, revelation. Okay, so some of you were living in a space or a place that you know, that this was as good as you could do. Okay, whatever it is that is ending for you. Okay, this you had been staying in an illusion that you couldn't do any better, you couldn't earn any better, you didn't know anymore, your wisdom or your experience or your skills or your resources, that this was it, that this was all you could do, that you weren't smart enough, that you weren't, whatever it may be. Okay, and now what is coming through is that revelation, that intuition. So some of you, as your recommended action, is to really begin to tune into your intuition. Open up to the revelations. See what is being illuminated for you and move into it. Lean into it, okay? There are things that are going to start being highlighted. They're going to start to tug at you, potentially things that you had been interested in or were researching or were considering in the past, or things that you have thought about, maybe, creating a product around or creating a service around, or something that has to do maybe with a passion or a skill set that you have. Okay. It's for some of you, right? It's going to be time to take the leap. And you never thought that this would be viable or something you would be able to do because you had stayed in that illusion that this was all you had. But now, Spirit's opening up that door, opening up that window for you to put a foot, an arm, a leg, whatever it may be. You poke your little head in, right? And take kind of that leap. Allow for things to be illuminated for you and move into them, lean into them, okay? All right, let's see. Likely outcome. I always get nervous at the likely outcomes. Not always, but sometimes with readings such as this, where it's like, oh, those, you're not gonna, oh, let me see if I can even reach here. Well, look at that. All three cards here. And look, these are all, right? Your action recommended, the release, and all three of these, all of them, they're all purple, okay? And they're all major arcana, okay? And I do believe that the major arcana in this deck are purple, but that is, richness, that is royalty, that is an energy of moving into that, okay? So just very interesting. And we were talking about taking the leap here, okay? And you have the Fool right there. Beginnings, believing, protected. Okay, that's your likely outcome, the dreamer. It's time to get back into what it was or what it is that lights you up. Really lean into it. Take the leap, okay? Beginnings, right? Start all over. You see? This is how it comes through. Full circle, okay? Full circle. So again, even though it may shock you that this is happening, Aquarius, it's happening. It's being orchestrated by Spirit for you to have this new beginning. Know that you are protected in this, okay? You've also got awakening. This is a Hanged Man, pause, perspective, selflessness, okay? So for some of you, this is to shift your perspective, to open your eyes and to allow you to see that you are capable, that there is a space for you to do, have, be so much more, okay? And then you have the Emperor, organization, leadership, structure, okay? The World right here, look, in the palm of his hands, okay? Don't be sorry. Don't apologize for who you are. You are a leader, okay? You belong in a leadership role, whether that's within your own business, within your own organization, or within somebody else's, or as an employee, or a high level kind of manager or leader position. But this is your likely outcome, okay? Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to go ahead and get a number card here and see what potentially, oh, golly, these cards. Yes, what the focus is. You got number 20, I am harmonious. So you see, this is, again, it's happening. Watch yourself here, okay? Watch yourself with this energy of the challenge, right? The Four of Air. Keep yourself in that state of recuperation, contemplation, meditation, right? Taking a break, slowing down a little bit, taking a step back, really reflecting that kind of energy, and don't let yourself fall into that space of depression, okay? And or, right, what you don't see coming, right? Remember the Two of Air, Two of Swords, indecision, avoidance, confusion, okay? We're all, no matter who you are or what the situation is, this will come up, okay? So but stay in that space of harmony. You're protected. This is all happening. Start over again, a new beginning, right? From the very beginning, we talked about it. And yes, believe me, it will shock you, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you and how this happens, goes through, comes up, Aquarius, okay? I've been working in the back, doing a bunch of stuff, and so I'm taking this for myself as well, okay? I am here for it. says you relate to others on an almost cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. Okay. So for some of you, you may be walking away, but you may be in one way or another taking other people with you. Okay. But staying in a state of harmony is going to really assist you during this time. And yeah, you may be shocked, but oh my gosh, how amazing this is going to turn out. Make sure you focus on you, focus on your growth, focus on how far you can go and how high you can climb, because really I mean, the potential is endless for you right now. This is that freedom coming through. Okay. Whew, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. I was a little worried at the beginning here. I'm glad that sometimes I get nervous. We talked about that. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. Also, be sure to subscribe to that second channel, our second channel, that Wild Spark. You're more than welcome on both, and we would love to have you. You've got 5 major arcana, so this is a big milestone, a big change. There's a lot of transformation, but it comes with so much freedom, a new beginning, and a beautiful energy of just yes, finally kind of thing. Okay. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.